Hello everyone, welcome to Code Crafters Lab. So now we are going to see the second problem, that is palindrome check here. And in this one we are given with a string s and we want to return true if the string is palindrome, otherwise false. So what do we mean by palindrome is if the string reads the same forward and backward. So basically here we can see Hannah is the input string, and which is also, if you reverse it, it will be same like HANNAH, similar to the if you read it in a forward way. So we will return true in this particular case. Okay, and in this case it is AABB triple A. So it will not be same, because if we reverse it, triple A will come at the first place, which is not equal to double A. So we can clearly say it is not a palindrome string. So we will return false in this case. Okay. And example 3 is we want to return whether it's a like a palindrome or not. So this is our input string that is given, and let's say if we reverse it, it will be A B B C C B B A, right? So which is equivalent. So we will return true here. Let's try to submit. Yeah, we got 10 points for this. So let's try to understand this particular problem. So we will take the example of Hannah. Okay, Hannah is the input string, so our input is Hannah. Okay, so let's say in a brute force way, what we will do to identify whether the string is palindrome or not. So let's say this is our input string. Okay, input is given as Hannah, and what we'll do, we will maybe take one duplicates array or string. Okay, and what we'll do, we will reverse, we will traverse through this. We have seen in the last example also. So we will reverse this one, and we will then just compare whether input is equal to duplicate, right? So this is like a brute force approach, but we will not do this because it will take more space for duplicate, right? We will have to iterate through this like the input string multiple times, and we have to create this duplicate and then compare with input. So we will not go with this approach. Also in previous lecture we made one mistake, like I wrote if here, it should be while actually. So this is like a loop. We'll see similar way in this also. So in previous lecture also we have seen the 2-pointer approach, right? Left and right. So similar way we can solve this problem also with a 2-pointer approach. So can we say, let's say this is Hannah, right? H A. Okay, I'll do this. I'll just write it down. A double N A then H. So this is our input string. So let's say if we take one pointer left, okay, here, which will point at the start, and we'll take one right pointer here. Okay, so we'll compare whether left and right is equal to, yes, it is pointing to H, it is also pointing to H. Then in this case what we'll do, we will just increment. What we will increment? We will increment our left, right? So left will point to second, so it will come here, and will then reduce our right also, right? So now also we will compare whether a left is equal to right. Yes, it is. Then again what we'll do, we'll increment left and decrement right. So now my left comes here and right is decremented, so from A it will come to N. So in this case also it is similar, right? And after this, if it is crossing, we will stop, and otherwise maybe it will point to the same character, then also we will stop. But in this case we will return true, right? Because it is a palindrome string. If let's say my left and right is not matching, then we will return false, because in that case it is not a palindrome string, right? So let's try to write some pseudocode for this. Maybe it will be a small function. So boolean, as we can see, boolean. So in here also it is a boolean, right? So we'll take one this function name, and inside this string s is given, right? So what we'll do, we will do int left equal to 0, right? Then int right equal to s dot length minus 1, right? So this is like pointing to the end of the string. Then what we'll do, while left is less than right, correct? In previous example we wrote if here, so it should be while, actually it is a loop, right? If while left is less than right, what we'll do, we will check if s of left is not equal to s of right. In this case, it clearly means it is not a palindrome string, correct? So we will do return false, return false. Or else what we'll do, left plus plus and left plus plus and right minus minus, right? That we were doing pointer, and at the end correct, left plus plus right minus minus we will do here after while, correct? So while we are doing the left right, whether they are equal or not, then we are doing if this is right, or whether s is not equal to right, then we are directly returning false, because it is not a palindrome string. If let's say and at the end we will return true, that means we have reached the we have traversed the entire string already. Entire string we are not doing, actually we are doing half of it. So that's why our space complexity is also O of n by 2, right? So we are anyways doing it half. So that is worst case scenario, where at max we'll do half, right? So O of n by 2 is my time complexity, and space complexity is, what is space complexity? It is O of 1, right? Because we are not using any extra space here. So let's try to code this now. So we will come here. So what we need to do is, we have to take our first two variables, right? Int left equal to 0, int right equal to s dot length, right? S dot length minus 1. After this what we'll do, we'll do while left is less than right, correct? Left is less than right. Then what we'll do, if s dot caret s dot caret left is not equal to s dot caret right, that means it is not a palindrome string. So what we'll do, we will return false, correct? And here we will do left plus plus, right minus minus, and at the end we will return true. Try to run this. Yes, it is accepted. Submit this. Yes, it is also submitted here. So thank you for watching.